we've been picking pockets for loose coins. If we truly want to change the galaxy, accomplish all we've set out to do, then it's time we rob the bank.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 things you missed in What If? Episode 2.
We should take another one. You look terrible. I look great.
I'm sure it's fine.
Wait. You mean she's your offspring?
Adopted.
It's a long story. I trust you'll know what to do with this.
Oh, I have some ideas.
For this list, we're looking at the Easter eggs, comic book references, and MCU callbacks you might have missed in the imaginative animated series. Since we'll be talking about everything we watched this week, a spoiler warning is in effect. What was your favorite moment in this week's What If? And did that Dairy Queen callback to Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 make you hungry for a blizzard? Let us know in the comments below. Number 10. A surprisingly good Taserface.
We were running. Okay, we'll run faster.
One of the most unexpected members of T'Challa's crew was Taserface. While he's friends with Yondu and Star-Lord in this universe, the ridiculously named Ravager has a long history of villainy. When Yondu and his fellow Guardians of the Galaxy finally got a comic series named after them in 1990, they had to defeat the formidable Taserface in their first issue. After the villain suffered that historic defeat, he notably appeared in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
And stupid. It's time for the Ravagers to rise once again to glory with a new captain, Taserface!
After Taserface leads a mutiny against Ravager leader Yondu, he suffers a humiliating defeat. The next version of Taserface should learn from these examples and think about being a good guy. And maybe he should consider changing his name, too.
Still, you must have one.
How could you choose just one?
Oh,
Number 9. T'Challa had a much better 2018.
please. You are a lord.
It is not an official title, nor is it one I am comfortable with.
Of course you would be humbled. Classic Star-Lord.
After a flashback sequence reveals that T'Challa was taken by Ravagers in 1988, the rest of the episode takes place 2 decades later in 2018. The trouble he runs into during this time period is a cakewalk compared to the year he had in the MCU. 2 years after the live-action T'Challa saw his father pass away in front of his eyes, he had to fight an army of aliens in Wakanda. Shortly after this tense battle ended, the Black Panther was snapped into dust. T'Challa's cunning and kindness helped prevent the snap completely in this episode's version of 2018.
T'Challa here showed me there was more than one way to reallocate the universe's resources.
Sometimes the best weapon in your arsenal is just a good argument.
Aye, Commander.
And as an added bonus, he got to reunite with his father during the episode's heartwarming ending.
Baba.
My son, I knew you would find your way home to us.
Number 8. Thanos lives long enough to become a hero.
How exactly did you stop Thanos, the Mad Titan, from decimating half of the universe? Oh, no.
I'm a big enough man to admit when I'm wrong.
The episode's most hilarious twist is that Star-Lord convinced Thanos to turn over a new leaf. But this isn't the first time the Mad Titan allied with heroes in a what-if story. There's a what-if comic where Thanos sides with Avengers to help them end a major conflict. However, he secretly ends Cap's life during a battle, lies about it, and continues to fight with Earth's mightiest heroes. Fortunately, the Thanos variant that appears in the episode is fully committed to good. He's even willing to sacrifice his own life so his allies can get to safety.
Get to the ship!
Are you crazy? You'll never take them yourself.
Not crazy. Mad.
Admittedly, this Titan variant still likes to pitch his plan to decimate half the universe. But at least this Thanos isn't planning on snapping anyone away.
No, because it's random. And I might add, efficient.
Number 7. A weirdly specific song connection between 2 MCU Peters. When Peter Quill appears, he's listening to Space Age Love Song.
Sorry, we're close.
A few moments later, his villainous father Ego shows up. That exact Flock of Seagulls song appeared in a strangely similar scenario in Spider-Man Homecoming. In the film, Peter Parker realizes his date's father is the Vulture. After the Vulture threatens Peter, Spider-Man hears Space Age Love Song playing at his dance.
Hey. What did he say to you?
Is it just a coincidence that two MCU Peters listened to the same tune around the time they met really bad dads? Or were the What If and Spider-Man production teams just a fan of the same 80s song? No matter what the answer is, we think the MCU Peters should listen to this tune together the next time they team up.
Wait, who are you? We're the Avengers, man.
Number 6. Howard the Duck is saved by a space hero again. While T'Challa is sneaking through the Collector's archives, he comes across the wisecracking Howard the Duck.
Yeah, or small, if you catch my drift.
You are quite articulate for a duck.
That, sir, is very close-minded.
After a brief conversation, Star-Lord frees the caged bird. This brief scene mirrors another Howard the Duck tale. In the comics, the titular character ends up trapped in a Collector prison on a distant planet. Fortunately, Rocket Raccoon is in the same jail and has an escape plan. It's not long before the rest of the Guardians show up and help Howard get off the planet. Unlike his comic counterpart, the show's Howard seemed more concerned with happy hour than freedom.
Dude, we have to go.
Where you going? Come back here. Are you crazy? Happy hour just started.
Either way, both versions of the Duck can say that Star-Lord helped them get out of a bad situation.
You know what they say, when you're out of luck, always go duck.
I'm pretty sure no one says that.
Oh, they say it.
Really?
Totally.
Number 5. The Skrull Kids might be alright.
Oh, what about the central bank heist of Dawn X4?
Never hurts to hurt a Skrull, right?
A short exchange between Korath and Yondu hinted that the Ravagers have stolen from a certain race of shapeshifting aliens. This Skrull shoutout could be a good sign for their counterparts in the main MCU timeline. During Captain Marvel, we learned that the Skrulls' original home planet of Skrullos was gone.
My people lived as refugees on Torfa, homeless, ever since we resisted Kree rule and they destroyed our planet.
At the end of the movie, Carol agrees to help them find a new home. The show and comics suggest the Skrulls live on a planet called Tarnax 4. It wouldn't be too far-fetched for the main MCU timeline to announce the planet as the new Skrull home. It would be great to get confirmation that Talos and his family have a safe haven after losing so much.
I'll help you find a home. Finish what Marvel started.
Number 4. Cosmo gets to be a very good space dog once more. We were thrilled to see that T'Challa freed and adopted Cosmo the space dog.
Looks like we got a stowaway.
You always did have a soft spot for runaways.
Seeing the canine team up with Star-Lord has become a nice recurring plot point in multiple Guardian stories. Traditionally, Cosmo meets the Guardians on the planet Nowhere during one of the team's adventures.
Cosmo is security. You talk. Please to forgive Cosmo for chase. Sometimes old instinct to pursue small mammal kicks in.
Since the dog has multiple superpowers under his collar, he often proves himself to be a valuable ally to Star-Lord. Cosmo has only gotten to make a couple of small cameos in the live-action MCU films so far, but maybe he'll finally get to team up with the Guardians in the main timeline during their third outing.
What do you let it lick you like that for? Gross.
Number 3. The Collector owns a lot of Easter eggs.
I simply abhor drama.
Your outfit would suggest otherwise. What is it you want with me, Tavan?
There is a blank wall in the commissary that I just haven't been able to find the right piece for.
While the Collector is definitely the most evil being in the episode, he admittedly has good taste in rare items. His spaceship collection includes a Wakandan aircraft, a Nova Corps starship, and a vessel that looks identical to one of the powerful Grandmaster's ships. The only thing more impressive than his vehicle collection is his armory.
A dagger forged in dark matter, taken from the ruler of the Dark Elves.
Not only does he have weapons that notable villains have used in past movies, he also managed to get Cap's shield and Thor's hammer. Since we doubt the Collector is worthy enough to lift Mjolnir, it's a mystery how he got it. If the inanimate objects in the Collector's menagerie could speak, they would tell some amazing stories.
Oh, that woman had taste. A necrosword, courtesy of the Asgardian goddess of death.
Number 2. Korg may have crumbled off-screen. At the beginning of the climactic battle between T'Challa and the Collector, the villain relies on a rocky gauntlet. We were ready to write it off as just another cool weapon until the antagonist mentioned where he got it from.
Packs quite a wallop, does it not? I hacked it off the carcass of a terribly chatty crowman.
The villain's description eerily sounded a lot like fan-favorite character Korg. He's a member of the Kronan alien race, is made out of rocks, and is known for being very talkative.
You're a Kronan, aren't you?
That I am.
How'd you end up in here?
Oh, well, I tried to start a revolution but didn't print enough pamphlets, so hardly anyone turned up.
Korg has been a steadfast ally to Thor ever since they met back in Ragnarok. The idea that the Collector might have broken the body of the good-natured Korg to pieces just to gain a cool weapon is horrifying. Fortunately, we can take comfort in knowing that he's alive and well in live action.
The damage is not too bad. As long as the foundations are still strong, we can rebuild this place. It will become a haven for all peoples and aliens of the universe.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Djimon Hounsou's second appearance in a Black Panther story.
Hey, stop! Show some respect! This is the Star-Lord, legendary outlaw, steals from the powerful and gives to the powerless. Should we be bowing?
It was incredibly fun to see that Djimon Hounsou's Korath was a huge fan of everything T'Challa did. His tremendous respect for the Wakandan hero makes sense when you look at the actor's resume. In 2010, Hounsou voiced T'Challa in an animated series.
By the way, Claw, a common criminal like yourself has no right to use my proper name. Refer to me by my title.
The actor did a tremendous job capturing the spirit of the king in every episode. 6 years later, the late Chadwick Boseman gave a commanding performance as Black Panther in Civil War. What If finally gave us the opportunity to see the two Black Panther actors appear together in the same Marvel property. And while there's no replacing Chadwick Boseman, Hounsou's presence in the episode reminded us that the spirit of Black Panther lives on through everyone who loves the character.
I mean, if you really wanted to put a label on it, T'Challa and I are best friends.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.